To all the chimpanzees, turkeys, and all that Miss Labusette calls us, today marks a significant time in our lives. Today marks 14 years we've been in elementary school, and is the year when we'll move on to high school, where we'll learn the ropes and find out what comes out of the countless exams and the walls of vocabulary we've had to memorize. I would like to extend a virtual handshake to all of those who work behind the scenes and in, dealing with us day in and day out. Our secretary, who dealt with us for being late, our janitor, who cleaned up all the dirt and oobleck we've had on the floor, and our principal and vice principal for keeping our schools a secure place. Then everyone who works at the snacks, whom I'd willingly give 10 handshakes to. Then to our teachers, who deal with us day in and day out, and who have been there for how many years we've been here. Miss Singh, Miss Lavasek, Miss Sims, Madame Cote, Mr. Fernari, Miss Sheehan, and the rest of the staff at St. Bonnie's who deal with our antics. I want to explore a certain experience we've all been through. The first day of school. Whether you started at Bonaventure or have come from schools far away, this goes to you all. We all felt that sudden drop in our heartbeat as we entered the massive courtyard leading into the even more gigantic building. We held on to our mother's legs as she ushered us into the yard, saying, "You're okay, sweetheart. It's gonna be fun, eh?" As we said our last goodbyes, painfully or not, we stumbled our way to the yard where papers bearing the names of the damned present themselves on the graph paper every single teacher has in their cabinet. We searched the courtyard for our names, but we became restless, scared. After looking around for what seemed like 5 hours, you find it along with the teacher there to greet you. "Good morning," said the teacher in jeans. Not your usual style, but you push it off. You greet them with your half-hearted smile and say hello back. But that time, whether it be your first or fourth time being the new kid, it was different. As we got more relaxed, the facade dropped off and you saw what the Bonnie's community represents. You start noticing a warmth. A familiar one. The one that you feel when you get back home. Now, although I skipped a whole year in between the hello and you being comfortable, we all know that feeling because whenever we pass people that are in school, you haven't smiled awkwardly to them. Nor were you skipping from the daily snacks. We have continued fostering a sense of comfort into others, as people did on the first day we were there. And for that, a round of applause. As grade 8s, we have had our minds tied up with all the things we've studied. We've learned that French R's are not pronounced as that we can live without our phones for more than an hour. We've learned to play Foursquare, that a ball is bouncy and inevitably will end up on the roof. And we've also learned that to get more than what we enjoy, we need to be able to push ourselves to study that one thing. We need to be able to push ourselves to finish that one thing. We need to push ourselves to create that one thing. Because whether we admit it or not, the only reason we are here and our teachers can tolerate us is that whether in school or out, we have all taken opportunities to better ourselves. Because in the real world, most of us won't get timetables, nor will there be anyone to scream at us, "Anglais, $20." Our teachers are preparing us for the workforce. We're past 18, we live under our own discretion, and we are the ones that will push us to run that last meter with an RE, make that painting and do it to the T, and to make us who we want to be. We've also gone through a lot together. We've taken steps into uncharted territory, we've warmed up cookies, we've wrote calligraphy, stolen Chromebooks from each other, learned that concrete is not in fact insane. We've wrecked the school lights with a lunchbox, did everything so some of our friends could have a laugh. During these experiences, we have learned to overcome what's in our way. Whether the snow was too soft or the ball went on the roof, because throughout all we've been through, we have learned again and again to not stop at what we have now. Bien qu'on a réalisé, on faisait notre partie pour diriger l'école pour les générations prochaines. On a travaillé fort en servant les crêpes, les frisées et en conduisant les enfants au carnaval. On a tapé furieusement pour avoir une chance à débattre, même s'il était également gratifiant sans débattre. On a étudié assez de Shakespeare pour apprécier les bas jaunes. Quelques personnes faisaient des sports, les autres dans au cours particulier. Plusieurs ont créé des œuvres, merci Yvan. Mais il y a quelque chose qu'on a fait ensemble. On a aidé ceux qui ont tombé au dodgeball, dont leurs lunettes ont volé à l'espace. On a encouragé ceux qui n'ont pas frappé le ballon. On a grondé les lunettes pour avoir échappé. On a montré comment a frappé la ballon. Et on a créé un sentiment de l'espoir, un sentiment de courage. On a tenu leurs bras pour qu'ils volaient plus haut. Currently, why do you think I pose these points? To flex on haters? To prove we are inherently better than other classes? No. Because in the grand scheme of things, showing off something you possess now will eventually become irrelevant. I want us all to retain the memories that we've made here. Whether you were first on the test, second, or last, it won't directly affect your future. You will. Now I want you to take this time to imagine one thing that you desire to be. Maybe an artist, an athlete, lawyer, a YouTuber if you will. Now imagine yourselves in the shoes of what you aspire to be. Now take it and hurl it into the sky, watching it dim as it reaches the sky, then brighten when it approaches you. Feel yourself in their shoes. Right now, you represent the younger version of your imagination. Recall this phrase forever. Remember that to get to your goal, there is work required. Our experiences here at Bonaventure have affected you, but it is now up to you whether you will use them. As Barry B. Benson had said, bees have never been afraid to change the world. Oh my god.